Hey everyone, let's get started. So, this week, I think it's only this week, we are doing the 1 minute game jam. So, last time we were looking a little bit for a new game jam. We just finished wrapping up, what was it? I don't even remember. Just like some other game jam. And I guess I can go look. Virtual Pet Jam, right? Yeah, made Timmy the Toaster. I think, voting's still going on for Virtual Pet Jam, but I think we are getting a lot of like nice comments from people, which is really cool to see. I try to reply to every comment I can, which is usually just all of them. I haven't looked back at this in a while, but yeah, I was pretty happy with that, and we'll see how we rank. Not that it matters, because just putting something in is what mattered. But yeah, we wrapped that up. We played some of the games from the Virtual Pet Jam. Didn't get through all of them, but there was also like 126 entries, so I wasn't really expecting to. I thought we got through a good amount, though. It both like popular entries and just like random entries. But yeah, now we are on to 1 minute game jam. So I was looking around. Usually when I'm picking a game jam, I like to pick something that is like a month or even more, because I really only work on these games during my streams, and I only stream 2 times a week, 2 hours, Thursday, Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And basically that's just all the time I have, so I need something that has a long, like far away deadline, so I have enough time to do it. And this one is different though. 1 minute game jam already opened, and the submissions are due on the 5th, which is this Saturday. Will we get something in? I don't know. But the reason I decided to send it with this one is because you need to make a game with 1 minute of gameplay. I kind of thought it was like you only had 1 minute to make the game, but I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, 1 minute of gameplay, and I thought that might be doable in 2 streams plus, a couple, maybe 6 hours on my own time. So yeah, I thought we'd do like 15 minutes or something of brainstorming and then just like jump right into it. Look through these again. Game with less than a minute of gameplay. I assume that doesn't include like menus and stuff. That would be kind of a lot. Yeah, we won't be doing any of that, obviously. Theme colorful. Okay. That changes it. I hadn't seen that before. Rate period, that doesn't matter right now. Okay, so colorful. Let's see. I have a couple ideas in here already, but let me just add in that, what'd you call it? That theme. Colorful. Okay. That's a pretty easy one to get something out of, I feel like. So I'll just kind of go over the ideas I had so far. So last game jam, when we were playing through games, there was this game called like Turtle Garden or some shit, and you literally just like fed these turtles, and it was basically the best game I've ever played, and it just made me want to make a game that was like relaxing. I just have a lot of like fast-paced games, I feel like, and something relaxing sounded interesting. So I was like, what if it's literally just like 59 seconds of like this tree growing, or like some sort of like nature simulation, like it's just kind of like observing the growth of something, and maybe there's even like pretty limited like interaction. You're just kind of like adding stuff to the tree. You click the rain button, it grows. You click the sun button, it like photosynthesizes. Like just like a cute like simple game like that. The next game idea, hey, long time no see. But the second idea is aptly named Meta Wacky Game. I could have done a little better than that, but kind of like a impossible quiz, Stanley Parable-esque thing. That's why I just said like Mediwaka. Mediwaka, that's okay. Meta Wacky. And basically, I'm imagining it's like a black screen with like a 59-second timer, and it's just like huge text. And it's just like going down slowly. And you can just wait till the end and then nothing happens and it's game over. And that's like one ending. And then if during that time you kind of click around and find stuff, you can get to different endings. So maybe, I don't know, you can like, there's like a settings button in the corner, but if you click on it and go down to like certain settings, you can find like secret hidden endings. I don't know, something like that. And this one was kind of in settings. You sound really intrigued by that. So last 60 seconds of your life. I don't really want to do this actually. This one, because just this stream. I don't want to do this. No. This game idea, because it's kind of depressing. I was like, what if it's like the last 60 seconds of your life or someone else's life, and you're like either like helping someone through something, or you're like, maybe you're picking the last few experiences of your life. It's like, you have 60 seconds left. What do you do? And it's like, you can like write a letter to someone. You can, hey, spooky cat. You can like, I don't know, like go on a walk. You can, and then there's just kind of different options. I don't really know though. Anyway, anyone have, I'm not gonna say Meta Wacky. Any thoughts about any of these or any other ideas? I think I'm leaning towards I'm just gonna, I like throwing like emojis in here. I don't know, that's just how I format it. What I'm leaning towards, what am I leaning towards? Well, I guess regardless of the idea that we go with, the game idea I'm leaning towards is something that's really easy to make, and stuff like the like meta game are appealing because they seem simple in terms of like the programming aspect. So it's like, it's literally like buttons basically, like, oh, click settings, click in here, you know, click there, stuff like that. I'd want to do a pretty small canvas for like the tree one, because the toaster game was Timmy the Toaster. That art was fun to make, but it was pretty time consuming to have such a big canvas to work with. Yeah. I'm tempted to go look through previous entries of the jam. I just really, you know, obviously I'm not going to intentionally plagiarize, but there, you just get those biases of like, oh, I saw that idea and now I kind of want to use it, and I don't want to do that. Let's just sit with these for a little bit. The multiple endings one would be like a fun one, but it'd be like primarily coding, I think. Like, I don't know, just like the way I'm imagining it, it would be pretty heavy in coding and like light on art, and I kind of want to do some art. The last 60 seconds of your life when it's just like a little dark. Just trying to think what would be the easiest one to make. Honestly, because you know, we could even actually get started and then go with either idea 1 or 2, and I'll explain why. Because if we make something that has like a nice naturey background or something, we could either go with like the tree growing simulator or like the metagame where it's just like you just have a nice background, like, you know, that Windows 7 kind of like serene landscape going on. Gosh. Relaxing game where you pick strawberries to make jam. That's interesting. Interesting idea. I guess, okay, I will mention this, actually. Maybe this will be important. I also want to join this other jam. What was it called? The, like, Nokia... Can you search jams in here? I never know. Yeah, it's this. This is the jam. Yeah, I think this just searches like games and stuff, but it's okay. I can get to it through this. Can't I? Maybe not. I wish you could. Can you search jams? Like, or do you have to go to jams and then search it? Is there no like jam? If anyone knows about this, there's like a way to search them. Okay, here we go. I just found it. I'll actually join this one while we're at it too. But this one starts right when the 1 minute game jam ends. And I want to go into this one next. So maybe we could decide which game fits better with this one. This one's really cool. I'll just like go into it for a sec. Basically this phone, the Nokia 3310, was like a pretty limited phone, and it has all these restrictions, and for the game jam you have to make a game using those restrictions. So for example, what is it, like, it was only like a 1-bit phone, so it only had 2 colors, so you can only use those 2 colors. It had a 84x48 resolution, stuff like that, which I think is really cool. But you know, I think the tree idea would go better with something like this, honestly, because you could have a cute little 2-bit thing where, or 1-bit thing where you're growing something, or yeah, that could be fun. Why don't we go with the meta game? The one problem is it is going to be like, humor is just like difficult, so we'll have to get it right. But yeah, let's just go with it. Okay, why don't we make a to-do list? So Make a countdown. Pretty important. You know what I want to do? I don't think I have time this jam either. I keep using the same font for all my games, and I really want to make my own font. So that's something, but I don't think that's going to happen. So if this is going to have like lots of different endings, I want the player to know which ending they got. Okay, so I guess that's about all we have to do right now. Why don't we start? I already started a project. Okay, what do we need first? We're just gonna have like a black background. Do we want to find a palette for this? Why don't we just get started with the other stuff? So this will be... So this will be the game. And why don't we just add image, or should we use a sprite, or just like a color rect for now? Oh, we do have to use pixel snap. I wonder, I'm sure there is a way, and I just don't know about it yet, to make a template Godot project. Because there's things that I do every project that I don't necessarily want to have to repeat. Like, you know, I want to turn pixel snap on. I want to, when you import images, they always... Yeah, there's a preset for 2D pixel, which turns off stuff like filter, which like messes up pixel art. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do like a Godot game template, but I can figure that out later. That's the nice thing about doing game jams. I'm just kind of like Timmy the Toaster had like the most spaghetti code ever, but it worked, it was fine, and then I can just like leave it alone. I am interested in optimizing stuff, but I don't know. Let's focus. How about that? Okay. So why don't we make this black, because white is just blinding. And then let's grab a label for the countdown. And we can only have 15, because didn't it say, not this one. I joined this, right? Yeah, I joined it. I'm really excited to see this jam submitted number go up, because I don't have more games out there. Let's go back to the 1 minute jam. Make a game with gameplay less than a minute. So we should really do 59 seconds, I think. Why don't we pull in that font? That font I use for literally everything. Where would I find that? Just gonna go incognito for a minute so I can go through my folders. I used it in the last game, Virtual Pet Jam. There we go. I'm curious, I recently switched over the kind of music I'm using. I was using kind of like lo-fi chill hop for a while. I've transitioned into like chiptune, 8-bit, retro kind of stuff. Just curious about what people think. I talked about it once before, but I was using Twitch Soundtrack, and it was muting my audio in my VODs. Plus, they pull the audio, the music out of the background when it uploads to a VOD. which is its intended purpose, but I wanted music that could stay in the VODs because I don't know, it's just kind of weird without music. Yeah, I'm just curious about what people think. I use Epidemic Sound now and just have like all sorts of music options. I just thought chiptune would be fun. Okay. What am I doing? See, I just blab on forever and then I lose my train of thought. And I know this screen is still... Music is cool. That's good. Yeah, I like it. I think it fits the whole like game dev thing well since I do pixel art and kind of retro-inspired games. Sorry. I'm just like brain dead. I say that every stream, I swear. So paste that in there. All right, we're good. Let me put this back on. Cool. So let's take this font, new dynamic font. If you're truly brain dead, you'd be a zombie. True. Data. Why am I completely forgetting how to do this? I did this like 20 times last. There we go. This time I do want to keep better track of attribution because I had a little bit of trouble with that last time. Because I use stuff that other people make and I just want to make sure they get proper credit for that. So font is the same we used in Virtual Pet. Okay. So let's get back to it. Got the font in there. So I guess we'll make a timer next. This needs to be like massive, like more massive. Huge. Okay, that's fine. I would like to center it also. I know there's a way to... I haven't messed with the control nodes as much as I should. And I know there's really easy ways to keep things centered. Yeah, like these containers. Okay, let me lock this background so I can't move it around accidentally. Does this center container need to be centered? Apparently. Yeah, so you think the music fits better? Gotcha. Yeah, that was like just the stuff I had on hand before, but I do like this stuff better. I watched some other streamers like Adam C. Eunice. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. It plays music in the background and it's like video game soundtrack remixes, which I'm too worried about copyright to play stuff like that, but just like stuff with that vibe. Why don't I assume I can just like make this the size of the canvas and then it'll center everything. throw the label in there. All that countdown. It kind of looks off center though. Like, is this a line even changing anything? Well, that's fine for now. It's not really the most pressing matter. Okay. So we've got a center container on there. Let's add the timer so we can actually count this thing down. I really need to like make some games with other, you know, genres and stuff, because Godot just provides so much support for so many things, and I just haven't looked into like 80% of these nodes. I'd like to look into it more. Okay, so let's grab a timer. Countdown timer. And its wait time is going to be 59. And we can probably set, yeah, it'll be one shot. We could probably set this label to be the number that the timer is at. I am worried I'm not going to have quite the coding skills to get the kind of like a meta feel that I'm hoping for, because in my mind it's like, you know, the backdrop like falls down and then there's like some stuff going on. Like, I don't know, I could do that, but we'll see. Okay, so we've got the timer. We need this to happen, but let's add a script on here first. Yeah, I think. What do the different ones look like? We'll try no comments. I always like to have to delete all sorts of stuff whenever I make a new script, but I really don't have to do that. Yeah, that's probably nice to have, because I don't want it empty. I'd always forget to put the extends part. Okay, let's grab that timer. Do some stuff when it times out. For now, we can just do. We'll obviously have to make like a new scene and stuff, but for right now, we'll just do like quit. Which that doesn't. Don't you have to do like get tree or something? Get tree.quit. Yeah. And then why don't we have variable, or how am I going to do this? In process, so we'll always be doing it. We'll set the count. Oh, it's because it's like nested inside something. I'm always crap at doing these paths for some reason. Okay, you can just do that. I don't know why I didn't know about that. Center container countdown dot text equals, and then we want to get the timer's wait time. What are the properties of the timer? Like if we just get wait time, will that work? Or is it always 59? Like, is it just going to return the default wait time it has, or like actively how many seconds are left? If we do, I just need to make this say something so that error goes away. Countdown timer dot wait time. Let's print it just so we can see what it gives us. Make a new folder for this. Not in assets though. Oh no, it's there. Okay. And then we want to pick this. Yeah, so it's just printing 59 over and over again. To the internet. Get time left. There we go. That was easy. Maybe that's fine. Am I just... Yeah, I think that should work. So why don't we print that? There we go. Looks like we might have to round it. So that's printing way too much. Yeah. Put an underscore before delta, I get it. So let's take this, lap it in there, call it good. It's probably not good. Is that gonna work, or I'm probably gonna have to convert it to a string, I would assume. I don't know. I don't know these things. Yeah, it doesn't like that. So why don't you make that a string? Yeah? All right. Try that again. Oh, that's lovely. That's so bad. So here's one problem. I think we need this to not align center. Like that needs to be a line left, I guess. Because otherwise it's gonna be moving around all wacky. Maybe I want the decimal point, you know? Oh, that's still being gross. Since I don't know how to deal with that, we're not going to use the decimal point. Just got to work with your limitations, which for me are a lot. So how do I round a number? That's the question. I'm sure it's just like round, but Oh, why don't we just turn it into an integer instead of a float? How about them apples? Is that it? Yeah. Integer. Nope. Definitely would have the feeling of urgency if the countdown looked like that, right? Yeah, like with the decimals counting down. It'd be kind of scary. Shaking violently, yeah. Let me see if I can understand this. I'm coming to realize that I'm a lot better at art than I am at programming. Will be equals to -2. Um, Wait, isn't this kind of what I'm doing? Okay, what? I need another parenthesis here. I swear I added another parenthesis. That's fine. Let's try that. Very clean. That's kind of scary. It's like, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna need, so if anyone has ideas for like different endings, like feel free to throw them in chat. I've already got a couple, so like let it go to 0. It's like the patience ending or something. You could do like a nerdy one, like click on 42 for like the life, the universe, and everything ending. I was thinking like maybe if you like grab the 8 and like turn it sideways to like make like an infinity sign, it's like the forever ending. That's kind of scary how it just like ends like that. Yeah. Anyway, we're basically, should it even say like game over, or should it just say like the ending name? Probably game over. Let's like make the game over scene that we can switch to. That'll be good. Okay, save that. Save. Maybe we can have it be like different colors. Like change the color rect depending on what ending you get. And then if you get all the endings. Okay, hold on. I gotta write this shit down. Not gonna remember anything. This can just be put away for now. Ending ideas. Eating ideas. That's good. Awesome. Okay. Bullet list. Okay, ending ideas. We could actually make it a checklist. Okay, it doesn't matter. Putting too much thought into the formatting of the literal notes that I'm taking. Ending ideas. So, patience. I hope that's how you spell that. Patience ending. Wait till the timer goes off. What else did I say? Oh. I was gonna say there could be an ending, which is like find all endings. I don't know what I want the forever ending to be, like. Oh, there should be one where you like type something in the keyboard. This is gonna be so obscure, no one's gonna find all the endings, but I love that. That's how it's gonna be. We'll just throw my idea in here. I just don't really know how to do it. Symbol, and then, wait, what was I just thinking about? Oh yeah, type. What should you type? Maybe you could type like my name. Yeah, like creator ending. I don't know how to like detect. Actually, I know how to detect input. So actually that wouldn't be too hard. Type word. It's fine. Type word. Cool. This is kind of cool. This is kind of fun. It's like not super original, but it's fun. Anyway. We could do this two ways. We could check the requirements and then send it to the game over scene. So there's just one game over scene, and then it just changes values depending on the information it has. Or we could make a different scene for every ending. I feel like we shouldn't make a scene for every ending. I feel like maybe that would not be smart. I don't know. Yeah, these jams get me a little more hyped than the what am I saying? Than the lo-fi stuff does. Actually, should we change the resolution? Yeah, definitely. I always forget what they are. Isn't it like 320 by 180 is like a good one? I think that's right, because then 320 times 2, 640, 1080 times 2 is 360. That makes sense. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just like good sizes for pixel art games are these sizes because they scale up to 720p, 1080p, 4K, but they're like, they have a good amount of space for pixel art because you make your canvas too big, you can't see the pixels. So I should have changed that earlier, but that's okay. And we have to change also 2D viewport or 2D mode 2D and keep aspect ratio. It's all stuff you have to do for pixel art, and maybe other stuff. I just only ever make pixel art games. Okay. Yeah, so now this has got to be a lot smaller. That way, if we do have some pixel art, it'll show up well. I don't know if we'll have any though. Yeah, so this needs to be a lot smaller now. It's font. It's probably good. Okay. And the background also. Unlock that. I always try to lock stuff when I'm like background stuff because I always accidentally move it when I'm messing with other stuff. Why is that? Why are there lines? Want it to be crisp. I swear the even numbers were good when it came to that. Yeah, see how there's like nothing on the edges? Maybe there's just stuff on the edges and that's how it's gonna be. That's fine. I won't be that picky, although I normally would be. Just kind of a perfectionist, I guess. Okay. What are we doing? Game over screen. Maybe it could be like game over and then like the ending you got and like a little symbol. Something like that. I wonder what rich text is. Maybe there's just more options. Where is it? Oh. We'll do... game over text. Throw that font in there. Oh. Would be nice to do a custom font for this one because the font's like the only thing you see. Could make a nicer looking background with some pixel art. Like, I don't know exactly what though. Just really don't have a lot of time for this one. Okay. So this will be the ending text. So it'll be like patience ending. we'll throw that font in. Do like 20, maybe 10. The song is so intense. And then like the color will be just like something special. I don't know what they'll actually be, but you know, something like that. Then I could do some little pixel art if I wanted to. Little icon or something. We could have a counter somewhere for which endings you've found so far. That would probably be helpful. Let me see if I can figure out some of this control stuff. The song is like a little much right now. I was at the end of all of those. Whoops. I guess we'll just start over. I am putting together a playlist, so we won't have to listen to the same stuff over and over again, but it really doesn't matter. So yeah, containers. I've never found out how to like use containers for some reason. I wonder what the difference between the box and the split containers is. Don't know. Then can we put like oh, there you go. That was helpful. I should be using those more often, probably. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's save that. Maybe it should be called something meaner than the patience ending, because like all you did was wait for the timer to go off. I just thought of another ending. Some of these are like dumb, but I just don't have a lot of time. Click a lot. Maybe if you like click enough times, something happens. I don't. Who knows? What's like those secret codes from like old consoles? They have like secret codes you could put in that would do stuff. Like what? Like what is that called? Yeah, like cheat codes. You know, like up, down, left, right. that shit. Damn, this is kind of cool. Thanks, IGN. Not the biggest fan, but it's okay. Press X 10 times, then spin around 5.5 times, then open the settings 23 times. We'll do some body tracking to see if you spin around. What's, famous arcade cheat code? Like, you know that one? I hate these articles where you have to like click next. You know what I'm saying? I just want to fly through all of them. Just take me to like... Yeah, this. That's what I'm talking about. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Okay. BA start. So maybe we'll do enter. Can I use the word Konami? Is that copyright? Just thinking like what to call the ending. Something interesting. It's fine, I'm not selling this. Who cares? Call it the Konami ending. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Just so I have it recorded somewhere. Can't believe I couldn't think of that. Like that's pretty classic one. Okay. So what are we doing? So we could even say that once this goes off, you just get the patience ending. What do I want to do? Okay, let's just say once it counts down. I'm not sure how else to do it, but the one way I can think of to do the tracking of the endings is to make a node, make it persistent, like auto load it, and then have it have like a variable ending that has all the that we can change, and then that the game over scene can grab and turn into, whatever it needs to do. So for now, why don't we just do I should make another function, probably game over. And then, because this is going to happen a lot with different things. Function, game over, and what do we want to happen when game over happens? We want to do get tree, change scene, game over. And we might add some other stuff in here, but do game over. It doesn't have those weird pixels going on. That's good. It is a little weird, like right there, there's something going on, but that's fine. So I guess we'll just wait for a sec. I wonder what I could like theme the background as. It's kind of got like a certain interest to it, just being so plain, but it'd be nice to like make a tile set or something from the back. We'll probably want... Okay, let's just wait for this to go. And we should have a restart button come up. So why don't we add a timer in here? Yeah, one shot, auto start it. And we'll, when it times out, or let's leave that as pass for a second. So we need to put in a button. I want it to be in line, but like spaced down. Here, let's make the button look pretty first. Oh, turn this to none. And do font. This is the only resource we have in this so far. Resource making, like, is what takes the longest. It seems, doing like sounds and stuff. So yeah, it's just I want it down. Or maybe I'll just keep it like that for now. Unless... Oh. And then we move the whole... And then we move this one down. Oh. Is there a way to change like the spacing? Hmm. And then maybe move the whole thing down. Wonder why that resets that like that. Because I know the V-Box controls the rest of them, but... Something like that. So, got the button. Just have to make it do the thing. So we'll probably just have it go back to game. For now, we might have to change that. So I do want it to be disabled to start and just kind of be like faded and then like fade in. So the font color's there. Or should we just change the opacity? That was weird. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that for now, I guess. No, that looks bad. Okay, back to this thing. We'll just modulate the alpha value. So I'm spending so much time on this, it's kind of silly, but it's okay. When the timer goes off, we grab the... we get the restart button. .modulate.a. So we should actually make sure that it equals 0 to start. I think 1 is like fully visible. Maybe we should just make a new function for this. Is the timer, you know, it's not gonna like loop. Or actually, why don't we just do it in process? Because there's not gonna be very much stuff here. Like reveal button, I don't know. process. We should probably declare this up here. False. If reveal button, then we take this value, take its alpha value, plus equals that. Maybe we should also check. Why don't we set this to something so we don't have to write it out every time? So we can just do button alpha equals 0. And then button alpha. This code is so much more readable than my Timmy the Toaster stuff, I've got to say. It's also extremely simple, but... So if reveal button and button alpha equals is less than or equal to, right? If it hasn't reached 1 yet, then we can just in case do else button alpha. I feel like there's a better way to do this, but that's fine. Button alpha equals 1. Okay, should that work? I don't know. Let's try it. No. On null instance. But it's there. Getting something? Does this have to be like dot? Well, for now, we'll just say that the timer just turns it on and shows it, because I don't really have time to figure all this stuff out. Probably should have saved that line of code that I had though. So the restart button, why don't we just try some things real quick, because I don't even know what's going on exactly. So the restart button dot visible equals false, and we also want it to be disabled. And then we'll just swap that when the timer times out. It's kind of annoying it shows up like and bumps everything up. Why don't I just pull it out of there and throw it at the bottom? That should be fine. Oh, it's not in there anymore, so it's just restart button. I was like, it just worked. Gotta get some of these in here. Okay, try that again. Doesn't do anything yet. That's fine, it's not supposed to. Well, it's supposed to do something, I just haven't figured it out yet. And restart button. We want that to just change us back to the game, right? So get tree dot change scene game. So that's not what I meant to do. Should play the game over scene. It is kind of weird that it starts at 58. Was that happening before? Yeah, because it's rounding. Let me see what it's like round a thing. What does that do? Okay. I think we can just use round instead of int. Cool. I'll let that, well, let me play that again. Did it show 59? It kind of went from 59 really quick to 58. That's fine. We could even change the game so it starts at like 30 or something, but I think that's fine. I do want to see when it finishes though. Make sure it's at 0. Okay. We've got a game loop. Not a very exciting one at that, but yeah. Let's see if this works, and then we can just start adding endings. That shouldn't be too hard, I figure. Guess we'll see. This countdown's so ominous. Yeah, it kind of skips. You know, I wonder if this is gonna fly because it's like, it's hard to figure out what like amount of gameplay means, right? So you could argue that you can only get one like ending per playthrough, and each playthrough is 59 seconds. So if you want to beat the game, you have to play it, right? Like lots of times. Maybe I'll like leave a comment in the jam kind of describing my idea and ask if that's okay. And if it's not okay, then we'll just not turn anything in, and that'll be fine. We should probably make a menu, because that's also why it starts so quickly at 59. Just make another simple little thing. Table. Yeah, that's right. It's gonna be like the worst looking game I've made. Title text. And we just need a color rect. What we want to do, just change it to black. What's this game going to be called? I don't know. Game title. Yes. What a perfect name. Bring that in front of that. The font just is so bad. Okay. No. Dynamic. Nope. And then just a start button to take us to the first thing. Let me save this. We can kind of center it manually if we just make it the width of this. And then just have it to be center. So there you go. Button. Button? No. Button. Start, flat. This kind of stuff, I'm sure there's ways to set defaults for too. Like I always turned enable focus to none. Stuff like that. And I have it at the same spot the restart button is, or maybe more like there. Oh. Let's lock that so it doesn't move around. Only problem with the button actually is that's you're gonna be able to click it anywhere in this box. So yeah, we'll actually make that small. And then what else do we need? We need a Name it something better. Start button. Get something happening when it clicks. Okay, so this will just literally just be get tree, change scene to game. Cool. Maybe we can add to the menu screen like the little symbols around, like based on the endings you've gotten. It'd be cool to do something like a cutscene for the endings you get, but that's really pushing it in terms of my time and in terms of the rules. I don't know if that would be chill. Let's set this scene to the main scene. How do you do that? There we go. Menu, close. All right. Game title. Beautiful. We start. What if I set the timer to like... It's just the 59 goes away really quick. I think it looks kind of weird. Or, whoops, timer. Like, can this be like 59.9? Because that's still under a minute. Just saying. Let's do that. Now it's like going to 60 for a sec. Right, it's gonna round up. What if we do 59.4? This is such a nitpicky thing. Nice. Perfect. That works for me. So you actually have 59.4 seconds to finish, but that's fine. I guess we'll just start adding endings now, because yeah. Which one would be the easiest? Maybe we should turn these into checklists. Click a lot. Yeah, some of these will be pretty easy. Why don't we do the click a lot ending? So if we just stick, maybe this isn't the best way to do this, but if we just stick a button over the whole thing, and we make it flat, and we change this to none. Clicker button. And then we do, when it's pressed, we'll have something that's like click click counter equals 0. So just click count. And then when it's pressed, we'll do click count plus equals 1. And then we can say in here if click count is greater than or equal to, we'll just, for now we'll do 10, but we'll definitely bring that up. If click count is greater than or equal to 10, we will, I also want to print click count because I want to make sure it's working. If click count is greater than 10, we can do, how do I want to do this? So I think game over should have an ending piece to it. So then we can do like game over. How do you, I see people do like, is that the right way to do that? Clearly not. Well, I can worry about being good at programming later. So we can do game over clicker. I can just make that a string, I guess. And then in game over, we'll do a check if ending equals patience. Well, we're always going to do the same thing, actually. So, okay, lots of things, systems I'm like trying to set up right now. Let's make this ending tracker. And just do make ending a variable an empty string. And then we can make a new function for update ending. So it'll take that and it'll say let's try to get the text from the ending scene that says what the ending is. So title equals game over dot. I wonder if this will work. Gosh, there's so many things I'm trying to implement. I should be testing these before I'm like doing all this shenanigans. But it is gonna be vbox container dot ending text. Let's auto load that. Container dot, yeah, node not found. I know that. What am I doing? Vbox container dot ending text. I never know how to use these. Oh, it has to be a string. Oh boy. So why don't we just... Okay, I should have tested more. My mind. Let's just comment this out. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. So then we'll set ending to patience. We're gonna not do that right now. I do want to print click count. So we'll say grab the ending tracker. What are we editing? Ending. Ending equals ending. Okay. Gosh, if this works, I will be utterly surprised, to be frank. So let's set the timer to like 2 seconds just so we can figure out what is going on. Yes, very good. It's broken. Maybe I should like rename this. Yeah, it's not finding game over. So we probably shouldn't change it from here, right? We should just have stuff here and then grab it in the game over piece. So we shouldn't even do anything in here. We'll just have this variable that we can grab from anywhere. And then in game over, we can get it in here. So yeah, grab this, that ending. So now it equals that. And then once we're ready, say if ending equals patience, then box ending text dot text equals patience ending. Okay. And we'll want to change its default text just to make sure we know that it's the code doing it. It didn't work. That'll be what we see if it doesn't work. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, it blew up. Okay. Should this be... like on ready? Should we not check it? Or let's just try that again, see if that works. I don't know, that just like fixes it half the time for me for some reason. Patience ending. What a success. Okay. That worked. So okay. That's good. I think I want to make this... It's okay, we can just like have a line of stuff here. So now we can say if any, I know I'm repeating code, but fine. Equals flicker we can do flicker ending. So yeah, this just holds it. So we don't even need to mess with that anymore. And in the game, we can bring this back now. which is that if you click more than 10 times, we do game over, clicker, change to game over. Okay, let's see if that works. Sorry, I had to check something real quick. So is that just gonna work? Oh, let's bump the timer back up. So I actually have time. What is our favorite number? 59.4. Let's bring it down to 10, just so we can try both endings. So we can either let the timer go out. Oh, pretty hyped to get that working in the first stream, actually. Game over, patience ending. Okay, let's restart. Clicker ending. Okay. Okay. So we've got something working. I think that's a great place to stop. So I'm going to wrap it up here. That was some awesome progress, though. Thanks everyone for coming by. We will work on this more Thursday, as we have to, because that is the last day. We made a countdown and we made a game over scene. Look at us. We made a clicker ending. Awesome. 1 minute game jam. So, all right. Awesome progress today. If you have the want, think of some endings we could do for the game, make it like relatively simple, and I can try to implement it on Thursday and then wrap it up in time to turn it in. Yeah, this will be kind of fun doing like a shorter jam. Hopefully we can get something going. If you have an idea for like how to spice it up a little bit with it still keeping it like plain looking, that's kind of two words that go against each other. But anyway, thank you so much for coming, everybody. Yeah, I'll see everyone on Thursday. Have a great Wednesday, if that's possible. Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming. We'll finish this jam up and do the Nokia 3310 jam. It's going pretty good. This music's like so intense. Okay. See you, everybody.